Wow. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Oh. Wow. Did you know, fun fact, that on Twitch that someone taught me, is that if you have a lot of emotes to look through, if you do like a colon and then you type like a keyword from, or just like any part, so like squad or shoosh or hype, it'll show you all the emotes that you have with like that word in it, and it'll filter it out so you don't have to like scroll through or memorize completely. Fun fact. Anyway, hi. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Everybody's Sunday going so far. Hey, you know what? I gotta grab my blanket. It's a blanky kind of Sunday. Bored. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. It's kind of rainy here, which is like nice to listen to, but still. Just you and one other coworker in our kitchen. Oh my gosh. Hi, Layla's other coworker. Well, hopefully it's a nice chill day at work for you. It'll go by quick in its ease, I guess. Jamming to his music. Hell yeah, get it, bro. Get it. Swamp on him. Ba-ba-da-ba. Hi, I'm a clown. I don't really feel like a clown today, but a clown is cute, so we'll be a clown anyway. Yeah. I should be drawing today, but I kind of just want just a little break from drawing. I woke up in kind of a hit mood, so I was like, maybe some just like nice, quiet D&D prep will be good. Just sit and type and all that good stuff. So that's what we'll... I do have my tablet in case we really get the urge to draw. But for the most part, we're gonna just chill. We can just co-work together. Right? People like co-working. I like co-working. Oh, Pog, you are gonna tune into stream, that's true. Here you are. Hi. So, I added a few things since I last worked on my stuff. I do want to chat your D&D game with you more, I'm just never around. But that's okay! You're busy! You got a life and a job and stuff. We do need to talk about it, like, in like a private call sometime. I just feel like whenever we do a private call, we're both in such a, like, kind of mood. So we don't really want to be, like, creative. But maybe that's the exact time to try, you know? Give our brain something to work on. Yeah. But sometimes you just want to sit back and just watch some drop out. Something, you know? Just let your brain chill. That Ibsy. I still love that Ibsy so much. It's so cute. Have something silly just for me with no barons. Oh, please tell me. Please, I would like to hear it. I'm gonna... Also because it's cloudy and like stormy out, sometimes the pressure system will affect like my ears. So to me, the music is at a comfortable level, but if it's too loud or too quiet for you guys, just let me know and I can adjust it in OBS, kind of independently from what I hear. It has like a slight muffle in my ears, which is why it's comfortable, but you know, maybe not helpful to you guys listening. What if Dart is an old coworker of Cachet's? I mean, he could be. He could. Would you like him to be, like, out and about in the world still? Yeah, it's cute, cute man. Hi emoji. I guess so, yes. He can be, yeah, that's fine. That's fine by me. He can be hanging out. As much as I love looking at this beautiful work, let's he's not helping no one. No, and he doesn't need to. Oh yeah, I just wrote bug, bug, bug. That was what I did last night before our D&D. Bug, bug, bug. That was other stuff I had. I need to expand on these just a little bit. Technically speaking, I have everything I need. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna have to adjust my window because I gotta. Oh, I had it set up to something different. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, and he doesn't need to help anything. We'll be fine. Here we go. Here we go. That way I can see what I'm working on, and you guys, in behind it, because it's in like a windowed mode. Yeah. Garden's cool. I like him. He's my little Mama Jamma. My little syrup. So you guys can't see this, but I added headers. That's what these are, to all like the different factions. Just easier to navigate and see. Oh yeah, I still need to do that. I think I'm probably just gonna stick with this though. I need to name these guys. I did add something. Was that? Oh yeah, I added these guys. Oh, maybe I should just put them on our own page for legibility's sake. I added these guys. I added the Star Seekers. They're definitely not sky pirates. They're very good, perfectly morally aligned guys. Actually, they're not bad, but they are pirates. They use airships. The schematic of which they stole years ago. And oh well, now they just have them. They're basically just like explorers and adventurers that track down all the little meteorites and stuff that fall from space. Because they kind of got obsessed with Tsoukalos and Apros, who are two Gith characters that were from the one-shot. But not in like a bad way, they're not obsessed. They're like, excuse me. They're just like, we thought that Panacea was all there was. Like that this was the entire world and universe, and it turns out that not only are there other places as in space, but space itself is massive. And there's a whole civilization up there, and there's people in other places, and they want to go and explore it too. But Panacea's atmosphere or magnetic field is kind of fucky-wucky, and so people can't really leave as easily, which is why Tsoukalos and Apros got stuck down here. So that's why they haven't just built a fucking spaceship. Oh, well, there's lots of reasons why they haven't built a spaceship, but you know, there's reasons why there's not open space travel. But they go around and why is this rough and tough? No, literally, no, you're wrong, Microsoft. So they are kind of competitive, but they're friendly enough. Like, they're only gonna be a quote-unquote issue if you're also going for space type stuff. And then they're just kind of competitive. They're not like... I like to think of inspirations for them would be, or like inspiration or comparisons would be like the Dola gang from Castle in the Sky, or the Red Bills from 14, Final Fantasy 14. Like, they're just kind of rapscallions. They're kind of, what's the word? Scoundrel. Yeah, scoundrel archetype, I think, is their type, so. Oh, bark, bark? Sure, I'd love to hear you bark. That would be great. I need to work on the fake orcs just a little bit. I just want to give them actual, like, identities. aside from just, yeah, they're Fae. Because I feel like the Fae kind of have a bigger presence in this world. So, I shouldn't say I feel like they do, in fact. That is a objective fact that they do. But yeah. Technically speaking, I do have everything I quote-unquote need for starting a game. But I think I would just like to just hang out and just polish things up a little bit. Not that I'm going to hand this 45-page document to any player, because that would be insanity. This is all for my reference. But I'll take it. I'll take what I have in it, and then I'll condense it down to, like, you know, a page or two, kind of like, page 1, here's like the story pitch, here's like what the campaign is gonna be like in genre and tone, how many players, what starting level, like, kind of stuff. And then maybe the second page is like, if you're interested for like character creation, here's just some basic facts about the world. And just like, here's a bullet point. Here's, you know, the Red Hands are essentially the Fighters Guild. Like, and this is their tone. You know, like that sort of a thing. Just really basic stuff. That's what I'm good. So this document's kind of mostly just for me. You know what's fun is that this actually isn't even the primary like campaign DM document. I have one that is much bigger, but that has a bunch of spoiler stuff, so that's why I don't show it. It's kind of a generic enough one. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Also, pardon me, Air server stopped working with OBS, which is why yesterday, if you were here for an art stream, if not, by the way, Air server stopped working with OBS. It did an update since I used it on Wednesday, because I'm pretty sure Wednesday I was drawing. Air server did an update, so the window capture no longer works in OBS. It just shows up as a black screen, and Air server doesn't really give you access to its settings to try to fix such a thing. So to use it, I would have to use like a display capture, which I have a laptop, so I don't have a second screen that I could like put Air server up on the side and then just capture that screen and then have everything else on my other screen. I can't do that. So I use a different program. I used Air Screen Mirroring Receiver, which was free, but then it would every few minutes just put up a message that was like, not licensed, because it's a free version of the program. So I just bought it for $4, which I feel like is far cheaper than it should have been, because Air server I think was like 20, which is fine. But it worked pretty well. So if it keeps working, we'll swap to that. But if there are rocky moments in my art streams because of the capture, I apologize. But we'll keep using that for now, and just kind of go from there. That's all I got. So I'm gonna get to work, and if you guys want to chit chat, you want to tell me about like your games and stuff, please do. I suppose just listen to some tunes while I try to form coherent thoughts. I am a bit worried that I won't be able to with how my morning started, but you know what? We gotta try. We gotta try. Because I kind of need a break from drawing. I've been enjoying the daily challenge, but I need just a few hour break. Especially because I did some doodling last night during D&D. So I drew a lot yesterday. But you just gotta take a rest, you know? Alright, let's see. So, what do I have written already? Couldn't really get to work on them because we started D&D, but let's see. Almost roused me. I was just staring at Mel. She just did a big stretch. Just goobered out on her blanket. So I was just in trance for a moment. Excuse me. No problem. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Okay, sorry. I thought it was stuck in my throat, and I was like, you guys don't need to hear me clearing my throat aggressively. I booed. Pardon me. Okay. See, this is why I need to stream stuff like this, because I keep, like, just like, man, I could just play Fields of Mistria for like 3 hours. It's like, no, you have to focus. Oh, Rumbly Thunder. How do I want to phrase this thought? I have the thought, but how do I want to articulate it? Snowball bunny. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I was wondering if we should point up by it. Strawberry. Hmm. See, I have some Fae characters already made, but they're kind of spoilers for different adventures. So I don't necessarily want to broadcast them, but I do want there to be others. I say no. Do I have any Fae from like? Okay, sure. Do I have any? What I was thinking of. Goodness. Okay, I'll just stop talking. Sorry, I'm consulting notes in another window, so it doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but I'm looking through other stuff. Okay, I could cheat a little. I could take some of my deities from like my original setting for like personal stuff, not like tabletop stuff, and I can boil them down into different fae, which could be kind of funny. People want patrons. Well, but then I'm just getting into the same issue of like a big pantheon, right? We're getting into character bloat and information bloat, which I don't want. So maybe I should just do like one or two per, you know? Like, we can say that there's a whole bunch, but we don't need to actually make a plethora to choose from. I could still like borrow. Which ones would I want to cheat and steal? Maybe like these guys. We can steal Krymen for this one. I want to steal Lycana because I just like hers. Like hers, get it? Ba-dum-bum. And her name is heavy-handed because of obvious reasons. It does kind of... Taylor, are you still here? I feel like you're not. You probably went back. Yeah, you went back to work. I was gonna joke with her about making Ibsy an archfey. Who is my very, very tiny little peony flower nymph. Very small. A very small little creature. So adapting him into an archer would just be funny. A little gag just for me. I do kind of want to sneak in Laura and Rastus. Why does it keep wanting to switch this to flies? In what universe would I want this to be the word? I should have asked for context. I would love to see what you're thinking. Software. I want to put Ayura into this, but I feel like I need to see if my players... maybe I shouldn't, then maybe I should just leave it. Ayura is like a medical theme, and I don't want to put medical horror in one player that does not like that stuff. So I should just avoid it altogether. Be a good friend to just not worry about. We could just do... Maybe we should just stick with two. Two each, right? I'll leave in the bug note because bugs. Bug. We'll just do two of each. We'll just do two of each. That's fine. We can do two of each. That's enough. As essentially examples, right? Examples for me. Okay, so let me grab their notes. Okay. Well, I can't use any of this. I mean, I can, but I'm gonna have to change so much of it that I might as well just not worry about it. Okay, it's fine. How do I just do like sub-bullet point? I guess that'll probably be the cleanest. Or I could just do that. Well, no, I'll just use me formatting. I just do spitballing this just to get the ideas down, and then I can make it flowery. Like, just do that. Okay. Oops. Yeah. It's nice. What? Fine. That bar. Oh my god, Microsoft. And cool water are found in the wind. Do you seriously want me to put an article here? Is that what will stop? Great. Oh, okay. Well, I have to mute for a little bit, but I'll keep working. have the file I need. I mean, I do, but it's on a external drive. That sucks. Oh well. I guess it is what it is. We're just gonna have to freehand it. Actually, I don't want to use Kremen. Like, Kremen's boring. I want to use Agile. Well, I can't use Agile, so let's use Ecclesian. Or what am I doing? Why am I using any of them? Why don't I just use my real homegirl? One sec. Okay, I found my notes from Artrea, thank god, okay. Jeez. I was like, please, I can't have lost or not. Again, not lost, but I'm like, if I can't access my side drive now, then it's kind of useless to me until later, so lands in like later today. But I found them, okay. They were just not where I expected them to be. Which is fine, because at least I have them. And that's what matters. Okay. Artrea's not aligned with any season. She's just kind of her own girl boss winning. I'm gonna say often. Well, can be. We'll say that. Because again, I don't want them to be sweeping statements about their general personalities. I think it's too much of a sweeping statement for what can be a rather large group of sentient peoples, you know? Oh, excuse me. Move side to side, let's go. Okay. Actually, I kind of want to just take her little flavor text that I wrote. Yeah, maybe just do. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure I have Lycanas as well. For God's sake. I do, I just saw it a second ago, it's just not what I have up. Too many notes, you guys. Scroll. Ooh, you know what I can do? I have to take a picture of something, like a screen clipping, so if you hear like a poo-doo, it's my computer, not yours. Ready? Poo-doo. There it is. That was me, not you. Well, maybe it was you also, but this way I can just have all my little ones up at the same time without, you know, to finagle or constantly tab out. Just a little small. There we go. Thanks, Windows. You're the best. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hi, Blue. Welcome in. Logged in on your other account. Welcome on in. Look. Welcome in. How are you doing today? How has your Sunday morning been? Doing well, just got the animals fed and came to hop in here. We'll be working on my son for his account. And whenever I start streaming again, yeah! I like it. I hope you make good progress. We're kind of having a sleepy day over here. It's a good day to just chill with some music. And just have little accountability buddies. That's what you guys are for me. I'm very excited to see your soda though when you do get it done. That's always very exciting. baby! I love you, Lakana. You're my baby girl. Why is she unseelie? Because she will fucking kill you. Okay, I think that these are good, right? Bug, bug, bug. Bug, bug, bug. I can always make something. I thought I was originally a vengeance deity. That was the source of werewolves, which were predominantly female. But not all. But we'll just make her a fae. Because that's fun. Because werewolves would be kind of a fae alignment. They're like a monstrosity. Actually, I don't know what they are. Snaplock-wise, but lore-wise. Okay, these are good notes for the fae. So let me just scroll over here. That's fine. Some of these are definitely more flowery than others. Okay, let me just look this up right now while I'm... versus... Because here's the thing, these two words have very different meanings. Auspicatus is, you know, auspicious, lucky, good, happy, approved, etc, etc, etc. Auspicates, I'd have to look at the maybe I should just go with auspicates for that reason because I can't pronounce it. I'm a doofus. But while it's more archaic word, it's kind of it's more of like an omen. Not necessarily bad, but it has kind of more neutral connotation to it. Toast, but it could also be to prosperity and good luck, and I kind of just like that definition for an empire that was too big for its britches, you know? I think that's fun. But I suppose I should just go with Explicatus. I feel like that'll be better. I do like nominative determinism, but isn't that perhaps maybe a good definition too? Is an empire that's too big for its britches called itself good fortune and then ripped itself apart. That's pretty good. I'll just go with Explicatus. I'm gonna just hold his it quick. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess the nomads can inherently have different names because they're not a single group by nature. They are different groups, peoples, cultures. They just don't belong to any of these quote-unquote formal political nations. They kind of are their own. This is Mountain Folks with a sad face because I'm bad at naming things, that's alright. In a world I designed, there was an empire that called itself Sacra's Imperia, secret empire that literally fell out of the sky for its human. That's so good. I love it. I love the irony. Hi, Spencer. Good morning. How are you doing today? How's it shaking, my little bacon? Well, mini one, but check out Spencer. He's really cool and nice. But how are you? I'm okay. I woke up kind of funky fresh, so we're just having a chill focus stream. Just reviewing. I basically kind of have everything I need to start a game. I'm not gonna hand anybody, like I said, I'm not gonna hand anybody this 46-page document. A lot of this is just for me, but funky fresh. Waking up early too, bro. Sometimes it's kind of nice to wake up early. Like, it's hard because when you wake up early, hopefully you've gotten enough sleep in the night prior. But if you do in fact get up early, it's like you have a whole day ahead of you, and it feels good. I actually like waking up really early. I just usually don't sleep at night, and so when I wake up early, I'm just like, oh, please God, do not make me get out of bed. And so I usually just go back to sleep. I want to become a morning person for your dude. If it's happening, I will gladly accept it. It's nice. I am primarily not a morning person while I live where I currently live because of the dogs barking until like 1 a.m. So even if I were to go to bed at like 10 or 11 at night, like kind of early, it wouldn't matter because I would basically take like a 2-hour nap and then I would be woken up at like 1, 2 in the morning anyway. So I don't really bother anymore. I just stopped trying. Because with how poorly I sleep when I do sleep, if I were to take like a 2-hour nap like at midnight and then when I'm inevitably woken up, I'm then awake for the rest of the night. So I just kind of stay up and suffer and then sleep later than I should. But like when I'm staying at a place that's not here, I sometimes wake up at like 6 in the morning, early. And then it's nice because it's like you get the whole fresh morning. Yeah, sorry, I had to mute because case of point dogs. That you get like the whole fresh morning, and the morning's just like this nice, like crisp, cool air, and you're seeing the sunrise and the birds coming. It's just like it has such a feeling to it that's so nice and refreshing. Shooting for 7:30. I've been waking up 7:15 or so. Today I woke up at like 6:30 and just stayed up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like it's nice. And like it feels good to be awake during that time of day. And then like again, like you have just the whole day ahead of you. You know? It feels good. The trade-off is then usually like you're probably going to sleep earlier, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. The crisp air and the blue, yeah. I used to, when I was a kid, I would be getting up at like 5 in the morning for school. And like, which, you know, really sucked sometimes because you're a 14-year-old waking up at 5 in the morning. But it was also kind of nice because then like when I would go out for the bus, I would literally watch the sunrise, and like it's just beautiful, you know? It seems like such a cheesy thing, but maybe there's so much poetry written about these things because it truly is beautiful, you know? It's just nice. Then if it was like a nice like foggy morning or something. Probably the worst was if it was storming. That had nothing to do with the time of day. That was just because my bus stop was under a big tree. So it's a little scary to be out in a thunderstorm. And in the winter when it was like pitch black out, but again, that's what it is. Still worth it. All the little critters just waking up. Good. I mean, I guess that nomads is kind of the same thing, right? Like, it's not a formal name, but they're not really a singular people. They're kind of grouped by their geographic location. And I don't know if that's reductive. My thing is, okay, my thing with not naming them is because they inherently would not be a singular people. Like by the nature of the geography in which they live, they are not a single people. But because of that, these are probably groups of people that are comprised of like at least 5 different subgroups, which would mean making like 5 different like nomadic groups and like 5 different like mountain dwelling groups, and that's a lot. That's a lot. And again, I feel like that's a lot for me to write, frankly. When I've already written so much, and that's also a lot. It's like information overload for players. I don't know if that makes. Maybe I'm just talking myself into a hole in the ground, but I'm just trying to think. How to best execute this concept without, frankly, being an asshole about it. What you could do it for now is determine an overall name they're classified by as outsiders and then develop individual groups as they are encountered in the world if that happens. Yeah, okay, I do like that. Because I'm like, I don't want it to be so vague that players feel like they can't, like, potentially make characters from these groups or something. And then also I don't want them to be vague as in like, oh, they don't really matter because they're so diverse. They don't really matter because that's shitty and I don't want that. Like the way in the US we have Chippewa and Sioux and so forth that are referred to collectively as New Orleans. Yeah. Yeah. Because they're all very like distinct like nations and like groups of people with their own identities and traditions and so on. So I'm like, I don't want to minimize or sweep those away. Apparently not. Yeah, know that they're disparate groups with individual cultures. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't want to seem like I'm alluding to these groups and then be very reductive about them. But I also don't want to write like 20 different groups of people, and that's not to be like these people don't matter. But these fictional non-existent ones are not really crucial to me running a game of D&D. I mean, even Auspicatus is like, yeah, here's their history, but they don't really exist anymore. Like, they're kind of there in the world, but honestly, they're not really, they ain't really shit anymore. Frankly, if they're mostly concerned with themselves, that's fine. Yeah, that's true too. Because Especially these guys, because they were like really not affected at all. They're like, well, we live up here, so good luck with that. Sorry. Yeah. I can always flesh them out later. Or like you said, that like develop them as they're encountered in the world or later on. So kind of give them a solid basis, and then I can always develop them later. Either I develop them, or maybe people have ideas, like my players. They're like, hey, I want to be from this kind of a group of people. Be like, okay, let's make that then. Because I also don't want, like, here's one primary group that represents the whole group. Because that, again, like, that feels reductive. And I can always come back later. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Let me reread what I have right in its entirety. You know what, actually, I guess it makes sense. I guess I kind of did that way, like, with Wayfinders, too. So what can we call these two groups as a whole? Yeah, why am I stressing about? I did that with Wayfinders. I'm... That's my brain, baby. So what's a nice name? What are nice names that I could give these two lovely groups? Because I am still bad at naming things. That's probably never gonna stop being a thing as for me as an individual. Precisely why when I see a name I like, I write it down. Like, I didn't come up with Auspicatus. I think I saw it written somewhere and I was like, ooh, I like that. I'm gonna save that for later. I looked at my name list and I was like, oh, there it is, baby. Let me look at my name list. Let's see. Feel free to save me from myself as well, but I'm gonna look at my group and say it. Ooh, what's this name? I think I may have one for the nomads. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember this guy. For the mountain folks, is there one like mountain range they're home to? They can be. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna call the nomads Cairn Crossers. Which Cairn Cross is a surname, but if I break it apart, then when people Google it, it won't bring him up. He was just a spy in World War II, but yeah, I like that because like they're travelers, right? So leaving little cairns and waypoints and stuff for each other. Right, like, does that make sense? Is that am I cooking? Am I am I saying anything that's making sense? Let's go see. Yeah, okay. As long as that makes sense, that's all that matters. And then obviously, like, yeah, I like the idea of then if smaller groups become more predominantly relevant, they would have their own names and so on. Do I have a map of... Not really. I'm kind of... Okay, here's the other thing. This is probably ill-advised, right? I don't know what Panacea looks like. In my head, it's just kind of a really vague geographic shape. Yeah, it's kind of bad. I know generally where I want things to be, but yeah, it is a place for sure. Like, like when I think of my original places like Tosin and then like the countries within them, Merkezi, Sudia, Afelas, and then like the cities even, like those I'm like, okay, I'm not a map maker, like I'm not a cartographer, I can't probably draw these things very well, but I know what they look like. Like I know their shape, I know where things would be located. When I think of Panacea, I'm just like, the fault line is down here in this area, and the Deadlands are over here. But I'm like, I don't really have a concrete idea, so I'm kind of like, ugh. It's a place. All the maps are in universe. Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna do. I also very much wanted to do like, I maps are not my thing, so like, if necessary, I will get and provide maps for like fights and stuff, but for the most part, I feel like probably a lot of it is gonna be theater of the mind. Just to save time for me and pain. I'm like, I should have at least a vague idea of what Panacea looks like. Like, I know, you know, I wonder if I exported it. Probably not, knowing me. I probably have the file, but will I be able to pull it up real quick is the question. Oh, pardon me. Oh my god, I'm a bad DM. I forgot about Ezra. Oh, I'm a really bad. Oh, I'm a bad DM. Oh, I'm a bad DM. I forgot about one of my players. I know why I forgot about him, because he was I think a grave cleric, and so giving him a deity was, I was like, I have to figure out the deities of this world, because he was like a religious spiritual cleric. Oh, I want to get, he needs a like a legacy thing too. That's important to me as a DM to do. Only does it. Okay, so it's not just me. I'm right, like, because I've made stuff for everybody else. Okay. We're gonna put a pin on the mountain folks, because I'm gonna be real with you, I don't have any mountain range. I do like that though, so I'm gonna write that down. Named after a mountain range. Okay, I'm gonna put that as a note. I'm gonna bold it. Okay, because I do like that idea. Where are D and deities? Okay, we have Kiklios, Demera. Demera's kind of a physical. Svensi. Probably Kiklios. I feel like he would end up being a deity to Kiklios, because Kiklios is kind of the primary deity, right? Like, she has like the biggest following, and it shifts place to place. Like, Svensi is more primarily worshipped by the people who live on the fucking sea, who like live in the ocean. That of course makes sense. But otherwise, Kiklios is probably the main one. Let me look at Ezra's character sheet. I was like, what is the word I'm looking for? Actually, I guess I'm in this folder. I did make a Panacea map, or at least a draft of it, but it's in Wonderdraft. Well, I should be able to open Wonderdraft. I can't show it on screen because OBS doesn't capture it, but... which is why I haven't made a map making... I haven't done a map making stream. Okay, can I export menu? Oh, export right here. Shut up, Norton. I have permission to save this directory. What are you talking about? Image. Okay. Here we go. D&D, my games. Okay, save. Oh boy. Did that work? Did I break OBS? Your meds! Go get your meds! Go, go, go! Awoo! Crying for you. They're like, go get your meds. Okay. I feel like this probably won't work, but let me try. Oh, I could just do image. I could just do an image. Browse. Pictures. D&D. My games. Oh my god, why is this so big? Okay, so this is like what I have. This is just a first draft. I don't really. This is like the primary area. I feel like Panacea is a very big place. But this is like kind of vaguely where the adventure would take place. But then when I made this, I was like, I feel like this is a very small area. But then the idea of me making a bigger map made me want to shrivel up into a little caterpillar pupa and just melt. I don't like making maps. I like visuals. I like visual aids and I like looking at maps. I do not like making them. I just my brain's not made for it. But yeah, so this was like if I like enhance. So like this here was like sanctuary, some farmlands around it. Here's the fault. Dumera's fault is on like the left, so there's like some towns and stuff around it where people live. Mountain range down here. This is all the Deadlands over here. There's little Kashi's castle. That's where you guys were. Just like some other like big cities up here. Eden's is at the top. Mountain range. So like, and then like the coastline. Some rivers and stuff, some lakes. But, I think I put the starting town. Yeah, this right here. Pants. This little dot here. Kind of near the edge of the Deadlands, but a little set back. That's where you guys are gonna start. But yeah, but I'm like, I feel like this is small. I feel like this is small, but this is kind of like the best visual I have. And I don't think it's a very good visual. TBH. That's the one that I got. I'm just not good at maps. Okay, D&D, pardon me. Oh, character sheets. Okay, Ezra, what did you give me? Oh, he was a warlock cleric. And he was an ASMR. What, like, this is such good flavor. This is very good flavor, and I've done nothing with this, and that's on me. He was a warlick. A Clairlock. He had like no backstory though, okay. Which is fine, he didn't need backstory because it was a one-shot. What can I give Ezra? What can I give my good, perfect, special boy? Well, he was an ASMR cleric. I'm gonna say he was a cleric of Kiklios, because he didn't pick a specific patron, I don't think. I think he was just, because it didn't really matter. Just totally, totally fine. Knight of the Order. What is that background? What is this? I probably did look at this. Knightly Order. Knightly Regard. Oh, this is a really cool background. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, my knee-jerk is to put ties into the Last of the Pious for obvious reasons. But this is Lottie's thing. Okay. What I could do, I could take the name away from them, just give their group a different name, and leave the rest of them unchanged. Last of the Pious could be a different group, dedicated to Kiklios, that is essentially Ezra was kind of a martyr. Stop telling me grammar's wrong. Especially since Ezra was an Asimar, which are kind of rare in this setting. So he was kind of literally an emblem of Kiklios. And then he got iced with everybody else. Which I feel like would have significant spiritual ramifications in this world. Let's see. What have you got on your sheet? He had a Mace of Disruption? Jesus, why? Why did I allow that? Well, actually, it was probably his. Yeah, I remember he was very, like Kashay was like in a front because he was, you know, a lich, so he was breaking the life cycle for himself and in general. Let me look at my notes for Kiklios. Where did you go? Where did she go? She's down here. Yeah, destruction of ecosystems, control, suffocation, oppression, imprisonment, concealment, misdirection. Okay. Primary deity, standard, mission care. Temples and altars most cities, you want to have more dedicated following to other patrons. That's not gonna be really a, no. Things to consider. And see, yeah, because I feel like Roebuck's like a trickster, shapeshifter god. Spency's the ocean and water. Chimera is magic, the earth. So Kiklios is the one that makes sense. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna close this tab. Okay. I'm gonna do that, I think. I'm going to I'm going to think very deeply real quick. Oh, I'm sorry, let me put on my thinking face. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to steal this name. Okay, I'm going to steal this name. I'm going to give it to nobody cares about the girls. I said wait for a bit, you were just in quite a yeah, I was I was thinking. And I was having a rough go of it. Which happens. I'm going to steal the name Last of the Pious. And I'm going to give it to Ezra's group. Okay. I'm going to make these guys very cringe, edgy, Dark Knights and Hunters, etc. But you know what? There's gonna be some sincerity to it. I want these guys to be the bogeyman of, like, you're not sure if they're there to help you, because they're typically so aggressive, but they are genuinely there to help people. Right? Like, that's the point, is they're aggressive, but they are there to help people. You're not really sure if they're on your side, but they are. I promise. Watch out. That's what I want them to be. Last of the Uh-oh. Oh, God, don't scare me like that. I got a weather alert, but it's for flash flooding. It's like, don't tell me there's a severe weather alert. It's gonna spike my anxiety. Really bad. It's just flash flood. It's fine. We're fine. We live in hills. It happens. We're fine. I might need to stand up to, like, go close windows and stuff, or we're gonna get, like, wind and rain and all that, but it should be fine. Okay. What was I saying? Right. Last of the Pious are... These are gonna be... Also, I think our album changed. Yeah, we're in the middle of the next one. Let me start it. Who is atting me? Okay. 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 This is the group that's modeled after Ezra. Primarily. I should message Wyatt about this. I'm gonna... Wyatt was Ezra's player. Because I'm pretty sure he was a Grave Cleric and what, a Hexblade Warlock? Yeah, Hexblade's Curse. Okay. I know he was a Grave Cleric. Yeah, I said Grave, yeah. Yeah, he was a really cool build. Sorry I killed you, Ezra. Really cool. Whoopsie, sorry, my bad. Modeled after Ezra. could have martyred. I'm gonna put a star there because I need to... We're gonna just... That's a placeholder phrase. Placeholder phrase. These... I feel like these are gonna be your pretty typical, like... Your, like, typical knightly order. They're pretty well. They're I'm gonna say align themselves with the law. Okay, I should also say typical fantasy knightly order. Knightly orders in history were not always so great. They were essentially just cops for their liege lords. What's up, Bun Bun? Other than how cute and small you are. So round. A little orb. Help me think, Mallow. You know what I should do? I should play fucking Oblivion. Because Oblivion was always, like, a huge source of inspiration for me. I play Oblivion and I'm like, I have 8,000 new ideas that I want to write. Oh, I'm sorry, was I not done petting you? Sorry, I didn't realize. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, okay, an hour and a half. Okay. A modest amount of time. Excuse me. Well, fuck, now I need to rename Alavi's group. Okay, back to my names. Okay, I gotta look up a word. I might have a name. I don't like that name. Little bunny. Old Debbie Death Roll. Very cute. She literally gave me the biggest side eye when I stopped petting her. Oh my god. I have a lot of good names in here, but they're not ones that are, like, fitting the vibe. I have Traitor Joe in here, as in like Trader Joe's. Stupid. It doesn't help that I have fucking pun names like that mixed in. I have Office of Naval Intelligence that is literally an Oni because it's ONI. Shut up. Stupid. Frightening that we were issued a flood watch and now the sun came out and it's just so beautiful. Like, that's suspicious. Funny. Okay, well, my list of existing names did not help at all, so I guess to the fantasy name generator we go. Okay, we'll be a bunny now. Right. Like, no, I think you need to keep petting me. Okay. Just for another minute, because I guess if I'm looking at names, I don't need to be typing. Okay. Oh. She did a little head shaky. It's like, I am done. Stop touching me. Alright, let's get up our little Firefox capture. Fantasy name generators, we're back at you again. Give us some inspiration, please. For the love of God, help me. Oh, actually, no, I probably had it cropped. Look at the mountains. Okay. Wasn't it like pop culture? No. Oh, no, it's like fantasy folklore. No, these are like names. Other names. Okay, here we go. Fantasy tree name. I have to just know. Spicy viburnum. Okay. Grim hemlock is pretty powerful. Barbed oleander. I love a spicy viburnum, yeah. Well, what is it? I know it's a plant. Yeah, thank you, Google, but I meant specifically. Okay. It's kind of a cute little, like, fluffy white plant. I think it's the spicy that's getting me. Okay, that's not what we're here for. Oh, it was under other. Yeah. Okay, well, they don't have... What about guild clan names? Okay, here we go. These are very poetic and lovely. Wealth of the Bound, Keepers of the Deceased. Oh, Keepers of the Deceased is fucking good. It's like two trees next to each other, and one is a regular hemlock and the other is a grim hemlock. I like it. Do you think of that like fork in the road meme? Oh yeah, what is beautiful to see the other is scary, yeah. Hemlock? Grim hemlock. Which is ironic because hemlock is extremely poisonous in every way that it possibly could be poisonous. So grim hemlock kind of is a little redundant in a way. Which I think is great. That's pretty good. Oh, Keepers of the Seas is so good. I don't know if I want to use that. Let me write that down on my names list. If I could spell Keepers of the Deceased. Okay. Let's see. What else we got here? Ah. Closed Incarnation, Wealth of the Bound, Certain Anomalies, Bronze Blade, Waterfield, Jade. I guess we'll go with English names because I don't know how to pronounce French things anymore. I used to. Many Moons. Flesh Entities. Flesh entities is pretty powerful. Not for this situation, but just as a phrase. Flesh entities sounds like something I would call somebody that I'm annoyed with on Final Fantasy. Not to their face, not in chat, but to myself. Get out of the AoE, you flesh entity. Hellflares, Blood Talons, Chaos Crushers, Band of Heroes, Wealth of the Mace, Hallowed. I don't like anything. Sealed Punks. Flesh entity is a valid Hellsguard name. That's true. That's true. It is. In a frightening way, it is. Hi, bunny. Or aren't we all flesh entities at the end of the day? Earth Force. Arm Laws, Hollow Song. Hollow Song is nice. Again, not for this situation, but I do like that. I don't know. I like a good poetic name, so sue me. Rumors of the Devoted. Retaliation of the Wretched. Jesus. Vigorous Devil, Scary Incarnation! That's very good. Care of the Wicked, Protection of the Departed, Dawn of Purity, Avengers of the Desired, Fell Dragons, Bright Maggots, Hell Eagles. Hell Eagles sounds like a motorcycle gang. This website's good. Not ironically. Dishonest Dominion, Delicate Prestige, Famous Gods, Blaze of the Serpent, Thunder of the Ambitious, East from the Mountains, Bond of Hope, Cunning Brows, Low Song, Banner Lust. I would prefer not to lust for banners. I feel like I could pull up David Gilbert's like Castlevania name generator and it would have the same effect. And to be honest, actually now that I said that, I'm kind of tempted to do that because I just want to see. Hyena with gun. Scrub, 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 scrub. Oh, there it is. I didn't have to scrub, it's titled. I do like jazz solo. Okay. Sonata, Waltz, Twilight, Paso Doble, Recitative, Polyphony, Melody, Impression, Minuet, Congregation, Overture, Jazz solo. Of Solitude, Sadness, Pain, Despair, Flame, Frightenment, A Foggy Night, Depression, Bad Shit Going Down, Ruin, Unease, A Rejection Letter from Your Dream Job. I don't know if I've ever actually read this full list. This is very good. Dissonance, Melancholy, Apprehension, Blood, Anxiety, The Night, Difficult Talks with Your Father, Shadows, A Really Shitty Day, Gloom, Unpleasant Odors, Despondency, Broken Bones, Sorrow, Angst, That Feeling When Your Toes Go All Tingly and Numb, The Eclipse, Darkness, Disquiet. Okay, great. That's fun. Not helpful, but it was a fun little jaunt. Super Valiant Vanguardians. Okay, hang on. There's something in the word Vanguard. I can't take it though because they just use it in fucking Final Fantasy 14. I mean, I can still use it, it's just a word, but yeah, it is a word. Eternity of the Ocean, Hundreds of the Dove, Servants of the Maze, Grudge of the Immortal. Royal Supremacy, I feel like, is just a cultural issue. I feel like that's not a name for a group of people. I feel like that's just a... Scourge Brothers. Honest Immortal, Shades of the Infernal, Monsters of the Brave, Bond of Shadows, Division of the Sheep. Why are you dividing the sheep? Put them together. Keep them together. That's the idea. Inner Dragons, Wind Force, Red Assault. Roaring Synergy. These names are not good. Harmonious Noobs. Harmonious Noobs, Seducers of the Boar. I feel like we're getting farther away from our initial intention here. Harmonious Noobs. And Phobic Exiles. There's a lot happening on this screen right now. I really need to just hone in on these ones right here. Harmonious Noobs. There's a lot going on. Seducers of the Boar. And Phobic Exiles. Fortune of Mystics is just kind of sandwiched in between. Fortune of Mystics is like the good older sibling, or like middle sibling that like goes on to be a doctor, and then this is the rest of their siblings in the line. It's really powerful. It's a really powerful image. Okay. But overall, not helpful. Not incredibly helpful to what I need. Fortune of Mystics is like a cult-themed slot machine game app. It really is, yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Okay. Do we have anything else that could help us here? Pirate crew. No. Kinda surprised that there's not like a nightly order. Like, I feel like it's cheesy, but like, what about it? Maybe I want cheese. Cheese. I made tacos yesterday. So good. I'm sorry, I have to just... Wrestling move names. Hi, Fish Mage. Crayon is here. It's pretty suspicious if you ask me. How are you doing, Fish Mage? How's it shaken, Bacon? I'm trying to find names for, a group. Tacos. Yeah, dude, they were so good. This is not the group of names I need. I was just curious what it was gonna come up with. They were so tasty. Just took out like a pack of meat, threw in some spices, a little half can of tomato paste. So good. Made burritos last night and I had some of the beef left over, so I made a breakfast burrito. That sounds so good though. I don't know you have a different outfit than Clown. Yeah! Yeah, I have a clown fit too. That is actually way more expressive than my normal. Oh. Oh yeah, I was like, I have two scareds. I have normal scared, and then I have like, ha! Then I have two shinies. Yeah. Sometimes I just like being a clown. Because I myself am one, so you know, why not embrace it? This is bonkers to me that there's not like a... I mean, the idea, right, is that I as a human being would just be creative enough to think of something, but I'm not. So, you know, here we are. I'm sorry, evil names? What is this? Names fit for vampires, goths, warlocks, and other evil characters. I see. Yeah, hi! Yeah, hi, fish. Welcome in. Yeah, this is powerful. This is really powerful. What are you doing today? I'm just working on D&D prep stuff. I want to run a D&D game. And, streaming the process makes me focus. Like, I definitely, if I wasn't streaming, I definitely would have given this up and been playing Fields of Mystery for the past hour. So, yeah. Yeah, D&D! Yeah, we're just doing some, like, world building stuff. Also because I got sick of trying looking at different systems and none of them really fit what I wanted. And I'm like, I know 5e and I like 5e. I'm just gonna use 5e. Neck Lord blankly. Okay. Well, this is, fun but not helpful. Who's your favorite Field of Mystery? Who are you for? My two favorites? Pardon me. Mystria! Mystery's so good. My favorites are Reina and Reese. I really, really like them. They're both really cute and really sweet. I like them a lot. I don't really like... Well, my other would be Ulrich, but we can't date him. Which is a crime. Yeah. I want to like characters like Celine and Hayden, and I don't dislike them, but I'm kind of like, yeah, hi. They don't really excite me, but like when I see Rain and Reese around, I'm like, oh my god, you! I love them, they're cute. Two grasping at Sam meme. Terithia. Bro. Terithia and Errol can get it. And it's a crime that we can't date them. They're so good. Elsie too! Elsie's so freaking cute. I love her. Let me hold Elsie's hand. She's like an older Aurelia. I love her. Elsie's, the sibling's like great aunt. She's like, yeah, she's like the fancy lady that like dated everybody at the Capitol and has all these like fun stories. Like her romance. She's so cute. I love her. She's adorable. She's very good. I do like your girl too, who has the pink hair. Christ, what's her name? Adeline? Adeline. I always call her Celine, and I was like, no. I like Adeline too. She's cute. Yeah. I want to like Island, but he reminds me too much of one of my characters, August, and I'm like, well, Augie's like my sweet precious son. I don't want to date him. I do like him, but as a romance interest, I'm kind of like, eh. Not feeling it. I'm just gonna say a lot of maybe because Mystria in my language means trowel, yeah! Language be like that. Listen, fun fact, my nickname, My nickname's Suki from so like 2 decades ago now at this point. So it's just kind of ingrained into people's vocabulary among my real friend group. Fun fact, when it used to be a like nickname on my Facebook, it is not anymore. But I studied Russian in college, and Suki is Russian for bitches. So my professor saw that, and she kind of teased me for it. I was like, I know, but I can't change it. It just is a nickname at this point. Yeah. Yeah, suka is bitch in Russian. It's so plural, Suki. It's pronounced differently, but it would be written the same. Yeah. So, fun fact, technically my nickname in Russian is bitches. That's not where I got it from. Middle school me got it from elsewhere, but yeah. So, language is fun. I just think it's funny. And my professor was very nice. She wasn't like mean teasing me. She was just joking around, but she was very nice. We're evil back then. I'm evil now, baby. Look at me. Face of a killer. Okay. Point is... Orc? Point is, they're rival counterparts to a lobbies group. You know what? I'm gonna just make the decision. Seems that was... It was a foreshadowing to me picking things without fully understanding their full context in other cultures. And now I enjoy learning stuff like that. I've tried dropping it as a nickname, but it's so ingrained into like the people who've known me like my entire life that now I'm kind of like feel so detached from it as a name. It just feels like a me thing. I don't know. Names are weird. Ability to sanctuary based there. I just worry they're gonna be stepping on the salt bearers. Maybe... Let me grab you. I'm gonna bring this down to the salt bearers. Yeah. I forgot about Inquisition and Innovation TM. Or the inventors. They're fucking capitalists. I forgot about that. I still really like that a lot. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Last of the okay, so because I spelled concurrent wrong, I did. It's an E, not an A. What? Huh? What? Huh? Because the Soul Bearers are dedicated to, you know, warding against the undead and so forth. I could probably mash these together. They are a little bit more rigid, though, in flavor. I don't know. I don't want things, like, overlapping on each other. But, like, I don't want too many things either. You know? Getting lost in the idea soup. It's not good either. Case in point, I probably wasted, like, a good 20 minutes on this, as it is, and accomplished nothing. You know, like, this is a lot, and my problem is that I don't, for me, in my brain, I don't mind all of these things existing concurrently to each other. Like, I don't mind these groups having beef with each other and working together and all existing alongside each other, but being separate. But in terms of presenting this as a setting in a game, right? Like, it needs to be trimmed down. And it can be built upon later, but I can't front load too much. So that's the real problem. Is I need to trim it down. But then what pieces do I want to keep? And what pieces do I want to throw out? You know, does that make sense? I'm thinking. Okay, let's think of it this way. Let me do this in my notes. I think that this will help me sort this out with my brain. I grab you. Oh, big bunny stretch, baby. The biggest little bunny stretch in the world. I'm going to group these up. Oh, pardon me. I had to erp. Probably could be end up being fine, but it's fine. Parents, wayfinds. Okay, these are grouped together. You can go here for the sake of. I have to change all this formatting. Ugh. To bother me, the technical writer. Errands, wayfinders, and then the highwaymen, cavaliers, horns of Cardus, curator. Put the curators down here with. You guys. The red hands can go here, you guys. Actually, the Bay Court should go. Okay, so what we have now is we have like almost like political groups and like origins up here. These guys. And then we have like I would say like activities, like clubs. But I mean kind of like they're like groups that you join. We're down here. The Red Hands, Cavaliers, Thorns of Cardus, Salt Bearers. These guys, Last of the Pious, Star Seekers. Oh yeah, Spencer, the Star Speakers. Star Seekers are sky pirates that look for like space artifacts. Because they looked at Sukalos and Apros and were like, wait a minute, what do you mean that there's like a whole galaxy and shit out there that we could explore? We want that. So they're like cool little guys. Just little guys. They're just adventurers. They're very much like Dola Gang vibes. You know them from Castle in the Sky. Not exactly that, but they're not like bad guys. They're just kind of neutral. They just kind of do their own thing. And then we have kind of nerdier groups, curators, I, Pigeon Corps, and then okay. Because while these are like a lot of, what the heck dang in a basket is that? What are you doing? What are you doing? Do not do that. What is happening? Why do you have the highlight? What the f- What are you doing? What is happening? Hang on. I activated my Microsoft getting on my last nerves because it's been doing shit like this to me all week at work, and I really don't want to deal with it right now in my spare time. There we go. I fixed it. No problem. Crisis averted. Everything's fine. I don't know. Sometimes it just gets something stuck in its little coding formatting, and it's just drives me bonkers. I had to redo like the footers and headings on an entire manual this past week because it was messed up and the page numbers were like off by like 100 pages in one spot and then go back to normal and then be off by like 100 pages like the next few pages, and it's like oh my god, it was such a pain in the butt to fix. I was like, is it something with the page breaks? Is it the font? Is it importing something? Like, what is it doing? I just basically needed to redo it completely, and it was a huge waste of my time. Okay. Anyways, the point is that I have broken these up now. So we have basically like nations and origins up here. Like these are like groups of people that you were born from, sort of a thing, right? Like that's what these all are. And then we have like organizations that you can join. And so we have, you know, we have some bandits, and then we have different like essentially fighters guild and bounty hunters. We have assassins. Maybe I should put these up here. Start howling. I do not have the patience for it. Okay, or just do whatever you want. Put these up here. Oh, what are you doing? What is with this last bullet point? Okay, well, it didn't carry over the highlighted, which is fine, but... Okay, then we have Salt Bearers, who are kind of like a... To be honest, they're kind of like a scary monk cult to me. In terms of a high fantasy setting. Once they were the same group, they were in... No. They were a single entity and they split apart. You're wrong. Stop telling me things that I know. Like, I feel like the Salt Bears are very serious. And then Alavi's group is... They're the kind of big scary... They seem like they're bad guys, but they're not. And then Last of the Pious would be Ezra's group. They're the nice, fun, happy, typical fantasy, like, Paladin Knightly Order. Right? Is that too much? You know what? Okay. Can I be real with you guys for a second? We're all friends here. We're all part of the same mind. Sometimes I'm like, I need my setting to be really, really simple. Because if I don't have it really, really simple, then nobody's gonna wanna take part in it in a game. But the thing is that most games and modules for 5e are run in the Faerunian setting, which is an entire world with all of these different nations and cities and groups and factions and rules in which different spells can dip into different planes of existence. And there's an entire pantheon of deities and warlock patrons and so on and so forth. And everybody's totally cool with that. So why am I stressing? That's my point, is I'm basically scolding myself. I want to make a fun environment for my friends to play in. And I need to just allow myself to do that and not overthink it. And I guess if people don't want to read any of this, that's fine. They don't have to. I feel like I could sum all these groups up into like a single bullet point. Like 2 or 3 sentences tops. I feel like I could do that. And that wouldn't be so bad to skim through. Friendly, brave. Stuff at bedtime. Ooh. Here's a fun thing. Alavi's group are enemies to the living dead people. These guys could be more compassionate in their approach and want to, like, help find a way to fix it. Like, Alavi's group is just like, no, this is bad and wrong, we need to just get rid of all this. I like that. Actually, I'm gonna give them that. I'm actually even gonna put... Oh no! I cut the wrong thing. Oh, yes, I did write that instead of man. You got me there, word. Okay, I do like this a lot, actually. Do I still have... Oh, I do have Ezra's character sheet still up. Good. Okay. Grave Warden. You know, I could just call them Grave Wardens. Or would that be considered sacrilegious to name your knightly order after? I don't know. Like, would that be seen as a sign of, like, reverence or disrespect? I guess it depends on the morals of the society, huh? I could just decide that. That's just up to me to decide. Hmm. Maybe I'll just think about it. Yeah, I know it's okay, what else is on his sheet? What is a Zulkun? What is this? Oh. A wind instrument that functions like a pipe. A portable pump organ. That's kind of like a bagpipe. Interesting. Okay. Really good. Thank you, Wyatt. Okay. Celestial Common Gith! Oh my god! He knew Gith too! That's cute! Maybe you guys taught him. Aw. That's very sweet. Eyes of the Grave, Healing Hands, Hexblade's Curse. Sentinel Death Store. That's the crit cancel, Hexhorn. Eldritch Invocations. What were his invocations? Iotic Blast. Okay, updated Eldritch Blast. Detect magic at will. Ooh, read all writing. That's cool. Pact Boon. Pact of the Talisman. Add a d4 to him roll. Okay. First Spectre. When you slay a humanoid, you can cause its spirit to rise as a specter. Interesting. Okay. Alright, his sheet doesn't really have anything else for me, so I'm gonna close it. Okay. I like this. This is, you know what? GE, it's good enough. I have a lot here. Core, okay. The Pigeon Core probably could use more, but I was just like, no one's gonna care about this but me. Only I am as obsessed with the mail service. Okay. So, wait. I need a name for a mountain. I need a mountain name. Really not have this bookmarked. I really don't. That's kind of surprising. Well, now I do. No. Don't put this bookmark into my recipes folder, please. Not really, Ooh, rumbly glumbly. See if we find any fun mountain names. Maybe I'm looking at names, and I feel like maybe I'll go with nominative determinism. Why? Because I like to. Do I still have that picture? I don't. I got rid of it. Or wait, did I get rid of it? No, I didn't. It's right here. Okay, I'm gonna just look at the map again. No, I did not draw this. I made it in Wonder Draft. I can't draw. In general, but mostly maps. So there's kind of a northern and a southern mountain region. And then there's one big old mountain peak there. So there could be like 3 primary groups. Okay. Random image. Get out of my way. There's a northern mountain range, southern mountain range, and a mountain peak near the north. So technically we could do just like 3 groups. Okay. I'm thinking. I think I still do like the idea of them being kind of like big groups, and then I can expand on them later. First of all, yeah, that's... Because I think in my head I was like, these are going to be a huge geographic group, which I guess they still are. But if I break them down into like, here's the northern mountain range, which then has its own subgroups, plural. Southern mountain range has its own groups, plural, and then the one at the mountain peak. Well, I'm really gonna map it. Maybe the peak is like... Oh, we got it. You're a dog and you know how to bark. Well, I guess it could be a mine resource. I'm scrubbing my brain. I'm taking a Brillo pad and I'm scrubbing it. Getting all the salt crunchies off. There's something kind of fun about the idea of like the northern mountain range and southern mountain range are like two very different overarching groups of people, but they have underground tunnels that lead underneath all of like this area, and they have little meetings like once a year to like maybe talk and trade supplies. They have a little like underground market and stuff. I don't really know why, I just think that'd be fun. I don't know, I just think that could be fun. Like they're very distinctly different people, but then maybe like that's kind of cool because like they have different resources and stuff. Maybe there are groups that like live over on like the east that live near the coast, and so when they go underground, they're like underground like saltwater lakes and stuff, and so they have access to like saltwater fish and stuff like that. Just things like that. Like I'm saying things like that as a phrase a lot, sorry. I just, you know. Oh yeah, I also wasn't certain about this keeping this map because it made Sanctuary a lake town, and then that would be like two essentially capitals that I have that are lake towns, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this. But also I really don't want to remake this map. So maybe I'll just leave it. No one's gonna know. It's okay if I can do it twice. Nobody cares. No one's gonna tell me no. You should get variety in your life as well. Yeah, but what if I didn't? But what if I just really like lake towns? What's so wrong? Is that so wrong? Is that such a crime? I don't think so. I'm gonna write that down. I kind of want to leave. Okay, actually, this is why I had the map up. Part of me kind of wants to leave the little mountain peak that's there, as the mountain itself is uninhabited, but maybe that's where some of like the nomads are, at like the base of the mountain. Because the higher up in elevation you go, the harder it is to farm. Just inherently, that is a biological fact. Because there's harsher weather, the thinness of the air will affect how crops grow, the soil, all that stuff. It makes it very hard to establish proper agriculture when you're at like the peak of a mountain. Makes sense. But the people in the mountain ranges, they can kind of make it work because there's different elevation levels for them to live and work at. And then also if they have access to stuff underground, there could be like all these resources that they could have access to. But a mountain peak, the base of a mountain is great soil and stuff because all the water melts and runs down the mountain and nourishes the soil at the base and so on and so forth. So that could be a nice area for some of the nomadic people to hang out. And maybe they go up and down the mountain elevation at different times of year depending on what they... I kind of like that. I think that makes enough sense for a suspension of disbelief for Ed to fill in any holes. So I'll do that. Northern Mountain Range and Southern Mountain. It's fine if that doesn't grammatically make sense. I can always come back and fix it to be more coherent later. Travel underground. Wait, once a year they travel underground. Oh, I meant to write through. Jeez, I don't know why I wrote there. Meet in the middle. They are really cool. No. They just talk and hang out. Okay. I like this. So now, and then once I name the mountain ranges, I can turn those ranges into names for the overarching groups, and then from there they could be smaller groups that are their own, obviously. I'm gonna just add to my list of names. And this will probably be like the last thing I do. Because I would like to go get lunch. And I've almost been streaming for 3 hours. Jesus, it does not feel like it. Well, I guess that's not a bad thing though. Even though you guys didn't tell me about any of your D&D stories. I didn't hear any lovely tabletop stories from you guys today. Sad. We did play our game last night, but it's hard to talk about, and then also, you know, write and stuff. Okay, that's good for 4, and then Banui. You do it straight. Trade. Oh, what is, for? Okay, oh, that's okay. 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 I think this is good. I know for a minute there I was kind of doing stuff off screen, but they love me. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I think maybe that's good for today. I know that this was kind of a low-key stream, but you know, sometimes that's just what that's just what you gotta do. Uh-huh, yep. Yeah. Yeah. What did we do today? We worked on a lot of factions. God, it really doesn't feel like I did, like, anything, which is a real shame, because I know I did. I know I cleaned up a lot, but then I'm, like, looking at these, so I'm like, I didn't accomplish anything. Ugh. Ugh. It's fine. I'm gonna go have some leftover tacos. Because I think we still have some left. I'm gonna take the dogs out to go pee. And all that good jazz, you know? Yeah, I think that's good for today, because I, just needed a low-key day. And I'm gonna go and draw my outfit August for the day, because I still have to do that. I just didn't feel like streaming that today. I wanted to focus on this. So I gotta go do that. I forget what today is. Swords and Sorcery, that's right. And we're gonna draw a spooky Akil Necromancer. But I will be back theoretically with far more energy tomorrow night. Because tomorrow's Monday. It'll be game night. We're gonna play the third Frog Detective game because I have to know what it is. Because we played the first two this past week, and I really want to play the third one now. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I know it was kind of a quiet, just focus kind of a stream, but it really does help me focus, so I appreciate having a spot to do that. And I always appreciate you guys just kind of keeping me company. Keeping me accountable, really, is what it is. Yeah, and occasionally helping me when I need help with naming or ideas or making sense of things. I do appreciate it. You guys are having a little hand in developing this stuff. And maybe, I mean, I'm really almost done with these notes, so once they're done, I can start running the game if people want to play. And if it's a game that comes to fruition, maybe I'll have further D&D streams where you guys help me, like, just make random NPCs and stuff for different adventures. That could be fun, if that's something that you guys would like to do. Because you helped me make shopkeepers and stuff, and I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. I think that's all I got for today. So thanks for hanging out. End of stream reminder check to take your meds if you need to. Get a snack, drink some water, go splash some water on your face, brush your teeth, put some cups away, all that good stuff if you need to. Go check your laundry if you need to. If it's nice out where you are, maybe get some fresh air, open a window, do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys later. We're not gonna do a raid because I feel very sleepy. I feel very, very sleepy, so I'm just gonna go. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Be my accountability buddies, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I know we're not gonna stream. We'll probably do a raid tomorrow. because it'll be a game night, and so we'll be active and excited and fun, fun, fun in the sun, sun, sun. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I need to just go sit. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bad at saying goodbye. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys later.